One day, a young boy is walking forward against the bone-piercing wind in the snow. His name is Niefeng. From a cave, he senses a thick bloody smell and murderous intent, which belonged to none other than his father. As he goes deeper into the cave, the bloody smell is getting thicker. He shouts out for his father, but what greets him is a fierce black wind that comes to his face. He bends his body, dodging a swipe, then he steps his feet to pull back the distance. When he regains his posture, he sees a tiger in the cave. Facing the tiger, Niefeng looks calm, revealing an unwavering demeanor. Because of this astounding demeanor, the tiger is startled, doesn't dare to make a move lightly. The time seems to have frozen as they face each other without moving. Suddenly, a man holding a torch appears from above. This is exactly his father, Niefeng. Being distracted by the appearance of his father, the tiger let out a rumbling roar and pounces toward Niefeng. But he just asks the tiger to leave with a pitiful tone. As he spoke, he dodged like a gust of wind. In the split second, his father has jumped down from the hill and slashed. The tiger's head is chopped off, and the blood directly splashes onto Niefeng's face. Niefeng wasn't afraid of the tiger just now. Instead, he was worried that it would be killed. Unfortunately, he still couldn't save the tiger. When the blood flows, the snow melts. Is it due to the warm blood of the tiger or the fiery heart of Niefeng? No one knows the answer. Although he can only see from the back, he can still sense that his father's murderous intent is more intense. Niefeng picks up the severed tiger head and drinks its blood. Seeing this, Niefeng knows that his father has gone even more insane after not seeing him for a year. In this snow land, even Niefeng has the will of iron. How can a young body resist the freezing temperature? He can't help trembling all over. Niefeng scoops up the blood that is still warm and lets him drink it. But Niefeng rejects it. In rage, Niefeng kicks the snow onto Niefeng, pulls his head and forces him to drink it. Suddenly, Niefeng jumps up and launches blade art, frozen 3 feet. As white lights flash, the blade force has already slashed Niefeng. It turns out that Niefeng isn't going to kill him. The blade force only slashes his clothes apart, showing the finest control of his transcended blade arts. Niefeng believes that his son will eventually drink the blood in the snow. Suddenly, a round of muffled growls come from the cave, which are a few tiger cubs. Seeing the tiger corpse, they crawl forward and whimpered. When Niefeng sees the surviving tiger cubs, he rises up and wants to decimate them all. At the critical moment, a cold aura assaults from the side, startling Niefeng. He turns back and blocks with a hand knife. It turns out to be a snowball thrown by Niefeng. When Niefeng is stopped, Niefeng stops before the tiger cubs and persuades his father to let them go. Niefeng can only land on the ground. When he looks back, Niefeng has moved to his front, leaving no trace on the snow. Niefeng slaps his son for stopping him with such insignificant skill. Worrying for the safety of the tiger cubs, Niefeng raised his arm to block. Although the arm is small, it is full of inner chi. When Niefeng is pleading his father, the tiger cub unexpectedly bites his leg. Niefeng kicks him into the air and reprimands him that these ungrateful creatures will only betray him like his mother. He no longer reserves his force and knocks Niefeng a dozen meters away. Then, he slashes the tiger cub in half. The head rolls to the front of Niefeng with its eyes wide open as if it died with a grievance. Soon after, the remaining cubs are decimated. At this point, it is already helpless. A hot tear slid down his face, but his heart is even hotter. As he can't catch his breath, he spurts blood and faints right away. Before his mind completely turns blank, the manic laughter of Niefeng becomes louder and louder. Half an hour later, Niefeng has raised a fire and is barbecuing the tiger meat. While eating, the beast-like eyes still stared at the fainted sun outside the cave. The snowstorm outside is still roaring wildly. Half of Niefeng's body is covered in snow. If he still doesn't wake up, he will definitely be frozen to death. Niefeng shouts at him, saying that he must stand up himself. No one can help him, not even his father. But, what about Nieren Wang? He fell for the trap of love, but can he stand up himself? The will to survive allows Nie Fong to stand up. He smells the tasty meat coming from the cave. Now that he is hungry and cold, he has no choice but to pace slowly toward the cave. After sitting down, his father passes over the tiger meat. Nie Fong hesitates slightly before taking the tiger meat and eating it. Nie Renwang laughs at his fear of death and asks where was his gut for not drinking the tiger blood just now. Nie Fong only answers that he eats this tiger meat just to survive so that one day he can be strong enough to stop his father's madness. Upon hearing this, Nie Renwang gives him a thumbs up. In a place named Leshan Giant Buddha, a kid, Duan Lang, will be here measuring the river water level 3 times a day, regardless of the weather. He finds that the water level today has risen again, and his dad will be delighted to know about it. Then, 3 kids throw stones at him, making fun of his unusual behavior. Although Duan Lang has forgiven them several times, they still do not stop the bully. He must teach them a lesson today. He picks up a wooden stick and throws it at the leg of a kid, tripping him over. He rushes forward and gives them a painful lesson. Meanwhile, a small boat is moving forward against the strong current. The passengers on the boat are Nie Renwang and Nie Fong. They seem to be going toward the Leshan Giant Buddha. In the strong current, the small boat slams into the cliff. Duan Lang, who has vented his anger, is going to retrieve the rope when he hears a loud noise. Nie father and son jump up and land inside the pavilion. Seeing a man with a saber, Duan Lang hurries over and asks Nie Renwang if he is the North Drink Saber King. Nie Renwang replies with affirmation. After knowing that, Duan Lang swiftly leads him to his father, Duan Shui, who is also known as South Lin Sword Pinnacle. As Duan Lang speaks, he has already jumped up a dozen meters. Nie Renwang just let his son keep the saber for him. Then, Nie Renwang jumps up like an arrow. When Duan Lang barely reaches the top of the giant Buddha, Nie Renwang has already reached the peak. At the mountain, Nie Renwang immediately senses a suffocating sword qi. Sensing this sharp sword qi, Nie Renwang is even more high-spirited. He charges toward the source of the sword qi immediately. Duan Shui also senses the arrival of the great opponent. Similarly, the Flame Lin sword is also buzzing in excitement. The scene returns the side of Duan Lang. The few kids who got punished bring over a few martial artists. Nie Fong is thinking why is his father letting him keep the saber that has never left his side, so he is not aware of imminent danger. Just as the martial artist is about to attack him with a bamboo stick, Duan Lang leaps from the top.